Hey everyone, my name is Bola. I'm the founder and CEO of Clever Girl Finance. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how I use my wedding photography business to earn $70,000 in 1 year as a side hustle. Stick around to the end of this video and I'll be showing you how you can get personalized tips as you work on improving your financial wellness. So let's get into it. So before I started Clever Girl Finance, I used to be a wedding photographer and I was photographing weddings and lifestyle events part-time while I worked full-time at my main job. I was basically doing my photography business on nights and weekends. And it got to the point where 1 year I made over $70,000 by running this side hustle. So my dad had always loved taking pictures of us as kids, and so I always had an interest in photography. And 1 year I bought an entry-level DSLR camera from Nikon, and I went to a friend's wedding in Jamaica. And it just so happened that at her wedding photographer was running very, very late. And so during her getting ready time period, she was like, "Hey Bola, my photographer is not here. Can you take some photos of me so I have something to remember this part of the day with?" So I took her pictures and I did some random editing with some free software online and I gave them to her and she loved it. And I was like, wait a minute, this could be an idea to start a side hustle to make some extra money. And so I put a free ad up on Craigslist for my first free wedding and I shot my first wedding. And the people who I shot the wedding for loved the picture so much that they gave me a $300 tip, and that was the beginning of my wedding photography business. So if you're thinking about starting a business, a side hustle, even a wedding photography business, I would tell you to get started. I got started by putting that first ad on Craigslist. And once I shot that first wedding, I then went on to shoot my second wedding and I charged $300 for it. I knew that I needed to build a portfolio and I didn't have much experience. And so I priced myself really low so I could get those images to start my beginning portfolio. I also started a website and a blog where I would put up my images, and I started networking with other photographers. So I would put myself out there and ask if I could second shoot, if I could be an assistant on a photo shoot. And that was basically how I was able to build my experience and become a more experienced photographer. So when it comes to starting your side hustle, it's all about getting started. You don't know what you don't know, but you can learn it. And if you don't start, then there's no way to learn and make that progress, right? So that's what I did. I just got started. The second thing I did was I focused on growing my business. And so I knew that in order to grow my business, I had to create a portfolio of images. I had to have a nice website. I had to get the right kind of equipment to create the right kind of images. I had to invest in editing software. And so every time I made a little bit of money from photographing a wedding, I would put some money aside towards saving, to purchase equipment, to take a course, to buy some books, and I would reinvest that money back into the business to help my business grow. And one of my favorite photography books is Understanding Exposure, and I'll link that below, but that was such an excellent book. I would get my friends out and practice taking pictures of them using the lessons I got from that Understanding Exposure book. So if you're in the space of trying to start a wedding photography business, I definitely recommend that book. I also recommend networking and getting out of your comfort zone. You're gonna have to step out of your editing room and looking at your pictures and putting them on Instagram to go meet people. Because when you're able to network with other photographers, number one, you get to learn from them. You can second shoot for them. And they also get to give you referrals, especially if they're really busy and they cannot do the work, then that's an automatic way that you can get business. So it's really important to focus on growing your business. And it doesn't have to be a photography business. Whatever side hustle you're thinking of starting, you want to think about how you can invest back into your business so that you can help it grow over time. Another thing I did was I tried to build a profitable business right from the start. So my goal was to not build a business that had any debt. So like I said, every time I would make money from an event or a wedding, I would put some of that money aside to purchase equipment. And if I was shooting a wedding and I didn't have the right equipment for the wedding, I would rent the equipment and then return it. And that came at a much lower cost than buying it outright. And then I would save money until I was able to purchase the equipment outright for myself. So a lot of times we get caught up in the shiny object syndrome where we want to have the latest and greatest of everything in our business. when we start making money. So we want to hire the best business coach and buy the best equipment and revamp our website. But sometimes that can cost a ton of money and cause you to go into debt. And so when you're thinking about your business, you want to think about, how can I reduce my expenses? What do I need to help me get through that next job or that next quarter without blowing my budget? And by the way, you should have a budget for your business just like you have one for your personal finances. But it's all about bringing it into perspective. How do I minimize my expenses compared to how much I'm bringing in? Because the gap between your expenses and your business income is basically your profits. And your goal should be to maximize your profits. And so that's where I focus on, because I wanted my side hustle to be a way to help me save, invest, and increase my overall wealth portfolio. And finally, when it came to starting my business, I put in the work. This is the most important part, and I cannot downplay this part, because in order to build a successful side hustle or business, you're going to have to put in the work. That means working late nights and weekends, which is what I did. I would go to my 9 to 5, then I would come home at night and edit images. And then from Friday to Sunday, I was gone shooting weddings and baby showers and maternity sessions. And so it takes a lot of hard work. And you want to make sure that you put it in your head that you're going to be successful at what you're trying to do, and commit to the process of getting the work done. Putting in the work is how you build your reputation, is how you get people to know you, and it's how you get to improve your skill set as a business owner. And that's exactly what I did. So that's a little bit on how I built my wedding photography business, and I was able to get to the point where I earned $70,000 in 1 year. I paid my taxes, I invested back into my business, and I continued to grow my wedding photography business and build a name for myself. So if you have enjoyed watching this video, head over to clevergirlfinance.com and take our money quiz so that you can get personalized action steps on what you can be doing to achieve your own financial wellness. Thank you guys so much for watching.